Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Warriors. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
You know, right now for Milwaukee, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Baker out there with Baker. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Baker in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Knicks, we've got Brown. Edwards is out there at Blunt, and it's Roberts in at the 4. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. With the drive, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. You might as well just get out of the way when that's the case.
Here's Roberts. Misses the layup. Here's Baker. 9 points last game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Roberts finds Brown. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Baker. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Blunt, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
They got no answer for you.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons. The tray, Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 5 points so far.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Edwards looking it over. They need this. It's tipped.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on the...
Oh, my! What a play.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Fudge. They set the pick. Here's Roberts. Shot clock at 6. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. That's tipped. Pass to Blunt. Here's Roberts. Some nice passing by New York here. Edwards. Here's Brown. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Baker.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
The assist.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Answer.
I had a chance to check out the stats for Ilyasova. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Good on the triple. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here's Blunt, following the three by Milwaukee. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring team. Bucks number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Here's Roberts. His last outing, he had 18 points. Blunt passes to Roberts, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. The Knicks making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
Number 18, James Harden.
Clock at 6. Edwards, no good.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Fudge. Still scoreless. Pass to Brown, and stolen by Ilyasova. Baker passes to Ilyasova. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Edwards. To end the drought. The rebound by Baker.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And another three for Milwaukee.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And finishing in the bottom third of the league in terms of second chance points, not a stat that they're proud of.
Milwaukee in total control. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Edwards. Fast break, Milwaukee. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baker's got 5 now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Drives to the hoop, and Ilyasova throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Basket good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus. That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
We're seeing that here tonight. I mean, so many of their mistakes and miscues have resulted in easy baskets the other way because their defense can't get set.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Baker, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Conley with a wide-open look, and again it's the Knicks missing. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Baker, covered by Cunningham. Baker with the bucket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Ilyasova, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Simmons, scoreless thus far. To end the run, rebound Milwaukee. Baker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Harden outside. Here's Cunningham. It's deflected. Into the lane.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Baker, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Pass to Harden. Shoots the three. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simply.
Ilyasova with the ball. It could go. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Baker out there with Dick. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Waters in at the 3. Tries the spin move. It's deflected. Now Dick. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Charlotte.
Yeah, and we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Harden after the basket by Milwaukee. Banked in off the glass.
Anytime you can get Harden to look down low, that's good offense.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
J.T. Thor.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On offense, here are the Bucks. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And so Harden will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's stolen. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Skapintsev. Nailed from three-point land. Skapintsev has got 5 points now in the quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Got a hand on it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hits it from three-point range. Baker's got 26.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the Knicks miss again.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Skapintsev. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Skapintsev has got 10 points.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Milwaukee is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here to the second quarter.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the inside, it's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Dick, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher, and they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Here's Kapincev. He had 10 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Puts up a 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And here are the Knicks now. And here's Harden. Harden draws the double. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. That one from long range. Waters got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue?
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnovers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Buries it from three-point range. Kapincev has got 20 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
What? Woo, let's do this. I'm with you.
Milwaukee in total control. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Bezeknik. Drills it from outside. Bezeknik's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
LeBron with the block. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the three-pointer.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And James throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Brown. Here's Blunt. New York moving the ball around. And it's Brown missing. Ilyasova in the post.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree. He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him. What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Now the Knicks with it. Here's Fudge. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. 3-on-3. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball. They need this one, and the rejection by LeBron. Ilyasova with the ball, picked up by Brown. And it's Ilyasova with the three. Ilyasova's got 33 points.
Well, his production from deep has been nothing short of astounding.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Bezekniks. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And it's not the half-court D that's been the problem. It's scores like that which are killing them.
All these fast break points, guys, very concerning. I mean, they've yet to find an answer for it.
Here's Roberts. Nothing on the board. 5 to shoot. And here's Brown outside. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. Another shot. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Baker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Edwards drawing the double team. Inside. 3 seconds separate. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Pass to Fudge. And the Knicks miss again. James outside. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, I think for the Knicks, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bucks.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Ersan Ilyasova has done in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Edwards. Blunt is out there with Brown. And it's Fudge in at the 2-guard. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Now here's Flynn. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Blunt. And here's Edwards from the arc. And James pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now here's Edwards. The kick out to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Bucks #1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint. Just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
The Bucks making a switch here. Parks is checked in. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. 3-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Poke loose and stolen by Flynn. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Flynn's got 12 points in the game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Pazekniks. Sweet little floater.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. That's tipped and stolen by Ilyasova. From deep, the 3-pointer is right on target. Ilyasova's got 36.
And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
Yeah, and if you've got the legs to do it, I think it's the best way to play. And they've made that commitment. Haven't missed a shot since the break. Really good job making adjustments.
Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. For 3, Edwards. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Ilyasova, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Edwards passes to Brown. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Edwards finds Roberts. Halt the run. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in third.
Shoots. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Here's Roberts for 3, Edwards. Pazekniks with the rebound.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Got a piece of it. And there's the drive.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Green, he's checked in for Knicks. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Hey, fans, we want to get loud. And we've got...
Baker, who's checked in for Milwaukee.
Seven-time squad.
Picked him clean. For three, and the three ball is good. Baker's got 34. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bucks?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Here's Fudge. Still yet to score. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Flynn, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Ilyasova, and he's got 41. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Brown outside. Pass to Fudge. Some nice passing by New York here. Edwards, no good. Here's Cherokee Parks for the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Parks has got 5 points so far.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Knicks ball. Substitution for the Knicks. Cade Cunningham. James Harden. Mike Conley.
Conley.
Here's Conley. No scoring in this one. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Cunningham. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green, and it's the Bucks on the break. Oh!
Man.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cunningham for three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Roberts. Cunningham outside. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Baker. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Baker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bucks. Brown outside. Low block shot on the way. Green with the ball. Over Cunningham. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
They double-team Conley. Here's Roberts. The rebound by the Bucks. Parks has got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the drive. Shoots over Brown. And the basket by Parks. Parks has got 10 points here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
And he gets the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has yet to score. To stop the drought, Parks grabs the miss. Parks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Green with the block. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Milwaukee shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Shooting 2. Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Bring back on me.
First one falls for him.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Bring back on me.
And both free throws good for Green. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Harden scanning the floor. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And the Bucks with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with James on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Green is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Parks. And it's Baker in at the point. Ilyasova inside the line. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand. You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
From the wing, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They double-team Kerr. Out to the wing. Hot loose. It's stolen by Green. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
One shot.
You got it out. Make sure the pitch down there. I got shoot it.
That's good from Green. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years, and I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching, but I read a lot about them. Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Now Ilyasova. There's the triple. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Curry wide open. New York no good that time either. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And they double up Cunningham. Covington kicks to Cunningham. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And it's Harden with the ball for New York. Pass to Cunningham. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Parks has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
From 15 feet away, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for New York. Edwards comes in for Curry.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Bring back on me. Shoes untied.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Baker, no good.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness. Wow. What can you say?
New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Covington dishes to Edwards. Pass to Simmons. Back to Edwards. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, I tell you what, with each miss, you can just see the frustration building in them.
And that one's good. Green.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Baker, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop